Hello guys, the UEFA Champions League 2025-26 edition is kicking off later this week with some exciting fixtures. Record champions Real Madrid are expected to win big against French League One side Olympic Marseille. Arsenal will be in Spain where they are taking on Atletico Bilbao at the Estadio San Mamés. Real Madrid will be in action and hopefully they get the predicted big win. Arsenal's former player Thomas Partey and Black Stars midfielder is returning to London after leaving Arsenal. He will be playing in England for the first time when Villarreal takes on Tottenham Hotspur. Ghana versus Ghana. Thomas Partey for Villarreal and Mohammed Kudus for Tottenham Hotspur. Who wins in this epic encounter? We will bring you the rundown on what you can expect. You can freely leave your prediction of the games in the comment section. Our featured games for today is Arsenal versus Atletico Bilbao, Real Madrid versus Olympic Marseille, Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund, and Tottenham Hotspur versus Villarreal. Leave your comments in the comment section and predict how the games will end at the end of the 90 minutes. This is Kickoff Central TV. If this is your first time on the channel, please do what to leave a like and subscribe to our channel, help us to grow and always bring you the latest in the world of football. As we bring you the update, make sure you also share and help us to get the word to as many people as possible, because the UEFA Champions League, the premium club competition in the world, has returned for the 2025-26 football season. Quickly, let me run you through some of the exciting fixtures that we are expecting to see later tonight. It will be Atletico Bilbao at home against Arsenal. PSV Eindhoven will face off Royal Union Saint Gilloise. Benfica versus Karabakh. Juventus versus Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid will take on Olympic Marseille at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, and then Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Stadium will take on Villarreal from Spain. So these are the featured games for today. We'll pick out 4 and then give you the talking point and then help you to predict the game. If you're going to bet on these matches, know where you can bet, which one will be safe and which one will be risky. We will give you that rundown and then guide you as we look forward to the opening fixtures of the 2025-26 UEFA Champions League season. Let's start off with a game between the record champions Real Madrid as they take on Olympic Marseille at home at the Estadio Bernabeu. Marseille will be without a number of key players, 4 players. Naif Aguerd has a head injury and will be absent. Blanco, Lirola, and Traore would all be absent for the game. For Real Madrid, Endrick has a hamstring injury and has been ruled out for the game. Ferland Mendy has a hamstring injury as well. And Antonio Rudiger has a problem with his thigh and will not be featuring in this particular game between Real Madrid and Olympic Marseille. Now let's look at the odds. Real Madrid are back to win with odds of 1.41. So if you are betting on Real Madrid, you are getting 1.41 odd. For Olympic Marseille, it is 7.85. Huge money. Huge money. Marseille are not fancy to win this particular fixture. A draw will give you 5.33 odds. Those are the odds for the game. In case you are going to bet on the game between Real Madrid and Olympic Marseille, please be guided. Now let's look at the talking point. There's no easing back into the UEFA Champions League for 1992-93 European champions Marseille, who traveled to Real Madrid. So Marseille are former champions. They travel to Spain where they are going to the capital to face off Real Madrid at the Estadio Bernabeu. Real Madrid had to battle to beat Real Sociedad 2-1 in the La Liga on Saturday after going down to 10 men in the first half. Now, if you look at Marseille, they are also doing very well in the French League One. Let me give you the head-to-head of the two teams and the last 5 games played by both sides as far as heading into this particular game is concerned. We start off with the home team, Real Madrid. In their last 5 games, Real Madrid are unbeaten, winning all 5 games in all competitions that they've played. For Marseille, they have won 3 games in their last 5 outings, losing 2. In their last outing against Lorient, they trashed them 4-0, and they are built up to the game against Real Madrid today. If you look at the Champions League meetings between the two teams, Real Madrid have won all last 4 meetings. In the last meeting in 2009, Real Madrid beat Marseille 3-1 away and 3-0 at home. So Madrid, when it comes to facing off with Olympique Marseille, are very dominant. They score at least 2 goals in all the 4 games that they've played. At most, they score 4 goals against Marseille. So it is pointing to a direction where Real Madrid will win big against Olympique Marseille later this evening. That is what the stats are telling us. Remember, the game will kick off at exactly 7 p.m. at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid to win big by at least scoring 3 goals against Marseille. That is our prediction. So if you are going to bet, make sure you put money behind Real Madrid to secure victory against Olympique Marseille. Now let's move on to the other games and look at how Arsenal can beat Atletico Bilbao away from home. That is another exciting game that you can look forward to watching in the UEFA Champions League later today. Atletico Bilbao will be playing at home. If you look at their last 5 outings, they've lost 2 and won 3. Their 2 defeats came in the last 2 games when they lost to Deportivo Alaves and Osasuna. So Atletico Bilbao are not looking very good, and they are not looking sharp in the ahead of the game against Arsenal. Now for Arsenal have won 4 of their last 5 games. They've lost only 1. The only time they lost was when they faced off with Liverpool before the September international break. The last meeting between Atletico Bilbao and Arsenal saw Arsenal beating Atletico Bilbao at in the Emirates Cup early this year. So Arsenal recently beaten Atletico Bilbao and they know how to beat them. So we're expecting Arsenal to wallop Atletico Bilbao in the upcoming game as well. So 2 predictions down. We'll move on to the last 2 before we bring up our maiden edition of our UEFA Champions League run-up to an end. Juve will come up against Borussia Dortmund in the biggest fixture of the evening. Juventus, remember, over the weekend secured a late dramatic victory against Italian Serie A rivals Internazionale Milan. Now Juve, fun fact, have won all of their last 5 games in all competitions. They are doing exceptionally well under new manager Igor Tudor. So that is the latest for Juve. They are in extreme top form, and coming up against Borussia Dortmund, they will be expected to secure victory. Although Borussia Dortmund will play some exciting football and give Juventus a good run for their money. Expect both teams to score in that particular game. In the last 5 games of Borussia Dortmund, they've won 3, drawn 1, and lost the other game. That is the story of Borussia Dortmund. In the last 5 meetings between Dortmund and Juve, Dortmund have secured 2 wins. Juventus have won the other 3. So Juve have the upper hand when they face off with Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Champions League. So that is the latest we can bring to you on the game between Juventus and Borussia Dortmund. Now, like I said at the beginning of the update, Thomas Partey will be returning to Spain later. He will be returning to England later this evening when he travels with Villarreal to face off with Tottenham Hotspur. So it will be a game between 2 Ghanaian players, Mohammed Kudus for Tottenham and Thomas Partey for Villarreal. Who comes up on top? Will Thomas Partey score, or will he drive the midfield of Villarreal to ensure that they get a win over Tottenham Hotspur? Or youngster Mohammed Kudus will score, provide an assist to ensure that Tottenham beats Villarreal at the end of the 90 minutes. A lot of Ghanaians will be looking at that particular battle between Thomas Partey and Mohammed Kudus. We'll see how that game would also end, but it looks like Tottenham will run away with the 3 points. So now let's quickly give you our predictions for the games before we wrap up this update on the UEFA Champions League. Atletico Bilbao versus Arsenal. Arsenal to win away. PSG versus Royal Union Saint-Gilloise. It will be a goal for both teams. Both teams will score. Benfica versus Karabakh. Benfica to win against Karabakh at home. Juve versus Dortmund. Juve to win over 1.5. And then Real Madrid versus Olympique Marseille. Madrid to secure a handicap victory. And then Tottenham versus Villarreal. Tottenham to win or draw in that particular game. We will end our update here, and we make sure that we will bring you the results after the end of the 90 minutes. Stick and stay on Kickoff Central TV. If it's your first time of joining the channel, please like and then leave your predictions in the comment section. Until we come your way again, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.